Hi all, Mike Landry here. In this short tutorial, we're going to cover just the basic way that we can make charts in Excel. This is just an introduction, and after you do this, if you have any questions, just let me know. But we'll start off with what could be a printout from our EMR. We have all this information for the patients in our clinic. We have a medical record number, gender, age, height, weight, BMI. Obesity is how they ranked on the obesity chart based on their BMI, systolic, diastolic blood pressures, temperature, pulse, respiration, smoking history, and diabetes history. And at the bottom we have a key. And this chart is provided in your handouts for this week. So what our task is to create three quick charts to try to depict some of this information. And the first thing we want to do is we want to make a scatter plot of the patient's height and their weight. So what we're going to do is come over to height and weight, and we're going to highlight these cells, just like this. Once they're highlighted, we'll go up to the top toolbar and select Insert, then Chart, and then we're going to select the scatter, X, Y. And so our chart is here. We can grab that and move it over here for our report. And so what we have now is we have weight from top to bottom, and we have height from left to right. And you'll notice that we have this nice area of each individual patient. We can click on this, press the cursor, and we can actually add a trend line. That's okay. And so now we have this little dotted line that represents the average of our patients. So we see that some fall above and below that line. So that's a simple scatter plot in Excel. Next, we want to create a pie chart. So what I did was I have classifications of underweight, normal weight, overweight, and obesity here. And I have the number of patients that fell in each rank based on the information in C. And we can show that in another video how this can be done easily in Excel. So all I'll do again is I'll click this information, I'll highlight it, I'll go up to the top toolbar and click Insert, then Chart, and this time a pie chart. And so now we have a nice pie chart that we can grab and move over here. And it displays our data as any pie chart would be. And again, you can click on this. We can change the colors. We can move this key to the other side. We can actually even turn this if we don't like the orientation of it. But that's information for another video. Lastly, we want to do a simple line chart by blood pressure. And so even though this is for all of the patients in our clinic, maybe this was their admission information, I want you to imagine that this is something else. This is the blood pressure that we've collected on a patient, say weekly for 20 weeks. And we want to see how that's trending, which is a good use of a line chart. So again, we're going to highlight the columns here, systolic and diastolic blood pressure. We're going to go up to Insert, Chart, and then we'll choose the line chart. And now we have a nice line chart where blue represents the systolic blood pressure and red represents the diastolic blood pressure. And again, this is for our patients in our clinic, these 20 patients, but we can see how it varies by patient. Now, one last thing before we leave this discussion, I want to show you one other thing you can do with these charts. So I'm going to click back on the scatter plot for height and weight. Supposing I add another patient, and let's say their height is 60 and their weight is 200. And now I want to include them in this graph. All I have to do is drag these columns that are highlighted down, and that data point just got added right there. Likewise, if I were to say I really don't want all of these people in this particular graph, maybe I resort this data, and I'll show you that in another video, by gender, and I just want to take out half of this. I can also do the same thing. I can grab this bottom column and move it up, and we'll see how many dots disappear if I only say include these. Now you notice that the graph has changed completely. Even the metrics on it have changed. So we'll put it back like we had it, the height and the weight. and we'll delete this information. We're back to where we started. So in this video, we've covered how to make simple scatter plots, pie charts, and line charts using our Excel spreadsheet. I hope you found this interesting and helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for your attention.